Hi, this is Hughes Coxworth of Hughes with the News. How are you? Who are you? Where are you? I don't know. How about that son of a bitch? Hey, there's all kinds of things going on around the world, most of which I forgot. You know, there's scientists, they're coming out with a new kind of corn. It's genetically modified. It's been so goddamn modified it can crawl over to you. You know, like you say, like, honey, could I have a little more corn? All you gotta do is say, hey, corn, come on over here. And the corn will march out of the serving tray onto your plate. You got a little too much, go back in the serving tray. It's amazing, you know, I mean, it does weird things to your genetic system, but nobody lives forever, right? What the heck? Then there's genetically modified milk. That's right, it's genetically modified. Yeah, they get it, they give it, what they do is the bodybuilders, male bodybuilders, they inject them with these different kind of mRNA technologies. They lactate and they milk them. Each bodybuilder can give up to 2 gallons of milk per bodybuilder boob. You know, these guys, they used to complain about having what they call bitch tits, you know? Large breast, you know. So what they do, they milk them, and this milk has got not only iron and thiamine and all those other kind of things, but it also has a lot of testosterone in it. You give this to your child, you go, how's mama's little girl today? She'll go, fine, Mom. And then you have really strong children for a strong America. That's what we need. We need a lively group of healthy boys and girls like you. Under adult supervision, of course. This is Hughes Coxworth. And now in this cornfield, okay, Henry Bogano, unemployed character actor from New York City, has gone out to Iowa, where he works full-time during the day on the farm. They call it can see to can't see. He works as a human scarecrow. You know, like you see them scarecrows. Some of them don't look too realistic. We have Henry Bogano. He's one of the greatest. He's a character actor specializing now in scarecrows. And what he does, he'll stand out there in the field. He won't move, but when a crow comes by, he like waves at it. And the crows are mystified. They think it's just a scarecrow. But they realize it's really a really shitty actor. And he's out there and he's whacking all the crows all over the place, you know. Sometimes he'll sing, you know. He'll sing funny songs. He'll sing like Waiting for the Robert E. Lee. Otherwise, he falls asleep. And the crows figure, well, he's dead now. We can go and grab some corn. Isn't that wild? Huh? Hey, you know where I heard about that story? Because last night I was watching Cornhub. Okay. Well, that's where they have all the sexy Iowa girls, you know. They're out there in the cornfield like that. Like this, you know what I mean? Say, hey, tune into Cornhub. And you can meet a really nice farm girl who's got good values, but also likes to, you know, go in the cornfield and, you know, take care of your cob. So if you're looking for a cob nobbler out there, even he liked it. In the corner country, you can go out there and have some hardcore cornography with some of the girls on Cornhub. You'll love it. Your mother will be very disappointed in you, but do it anyway. You don't care, do you? Huh? What are you, a man or a moose? Huh? I don't know. Hey, this is Hughes Coxworth, and this is Hughes of the News. Let's get into it. I usually never say that, but you know, a lot of people, they say that on the YouTube. They go, let's get into it. Let's get into it. You just kind of get in there, you know? Something tells me I'm into something good, and it ain't you, baby. How about that? Hey, listen, you know, there's an app for everything these days, all kinds of apps. There's even an app to find apps. That's right. If you're looking for the right app, you can log into this app, and it's got something similar to Siri, you know, but it doesn't spy on you when you're screwing. You get into this app and you say, hey, app, is there an app for whatever, zibbity-doo-dah-day and whatever? And they go, yes, there is an app, in fact, that in Finland it will help you obtain some of that. And then you go on there, you know, you speak to it. You have to use your voices. And it'll tell you like what app and everything like that. Isn't that wonderful? You do that. But you know how AI is? It's powered by that gosh darn AI. So this has a mind of its own. If it scans all your social media immediately. If it feels you don't deserve it, or you're a mental case, or a weirdo, or you have a big fake mustache, you don't know what the hell you're talking about, what it will do is it'll give you fake information, which is considered could be lies. Or it won't give you to say, oh, we don't have that information at this time, which means it doesn't want you to have that information. It's thinking on its own. You see that? You don't understand the implications of it. That's because you're a dumb, lazy, fat-ass pothead. That's what you are. Just sitting around all day looking at everybody else having fun, making money, and you're just smoking marijuana, just petting your little puppy and going, well, gee willikers, maybe someday I'll come home to you and put a frog in your shoe. Right? Hughes Coxworth! And we're going to now play bowling. This is called invisible bowling. Look. Oh, I almost got them all down. Ladies and gentlemen, have you been ill, or injured or something in a car accident or something fall on you or something like that? Some kind of automobile ran you over, something like that. Well, if you have been lucky enough to be in an automobile accident, the person probably had insurance. You could sue them and get a whole lot of money. Please call Oregon, Dorgan, and Schnorgan, and they will assist you in obtaining a lot of money. Of course, you'll have to sign a document where they get most of it. But what the hell, you don't care. You just need some cigarettes, a Philly blunt, big bag of marijuana, and a ribeye steak. Isn't that all you need, huh? That's all I need. You get 200 pounds of food, go up in them mountains, and pan for gold, you could become rich. See, I segued from one subject to another with no transition phase. You understand that? No? Okay, that's fine. You can go to the La Brea Tar Pits any old time, ladies and gentlemen. If you're down by the La Brea Tar Pits, please drop in. We'd like to see you there. As you sing, go, help, Cecil, help. Remember that Beanie Boy? All right. We'd like to see you again, but we don't have a permit. This is Hughes Coxworth. Stay groovy. This is Hughes Coxworth. We're glad you're here. Rather than over here. Okay. And now, this. Hey, those Boy Scouts are having a lot of fun, aren't they? Yes, sir. This year, the annual Pinewood Derby is being held throughout the country, where Boy Scouts take a piece of wood and they carve it up and everything, and they try to, make it into a real good race car. A lot of times boys have an enterprising dad who will hammer pieces of lead or nails in there to make their Pinewood Derby car, win the race and go. Some of them, they'll put a CO2 cartridge in there, so it's going to be jet engine Pinewood Derby. They don't allow that, but they do it anyway. But that'll teach a kid later on to be dishonest, to do anything he can to win. And that's what's important in America today, ain't it? Huh? Ain't it? Isn't it? I don't know. If you're the grammar police, you can come back later, baby. I don't give a ding, ding, dong, dingus. All right, it's Hughes Coxworth. Boing. All right. Hey, there's the annual... what was it? What did they say? Oh, arms show. I don't mean arms like, on Venus de Milo. She lost hers. She's still cute. She's the cutest armless little thing I ever did see. Anyway, what happened? It's the arms show. Yeah, it's in Albania. And arms dealers from around the world are selling all sorts of various, incendiaries and missiles and anti-missile missiles. And then anti-missile missiles, which is kind of like conditioner for your hair. Something like that. You don't really need it, but they like to say, well, we don't just have missiles, we have anti-missile. Yeah, that's what they got, baby. Anyway, so there's all these countries, and they're all buying them from each other. And when you go there, you realize what a scam it is. All these places that hate each other all get together, and they all know each other, and they wave, and they're all buying all kinds of dangerous crap from each other. And then they get together later on and blow the hell out of each other. Like, I'll see you again next year after we have a war together. Yeah, it'll be great. All right, man. Okay, ching, ching, chong. All right, ching, chong, bow. That's great. And they're all just, and then they get together the next year and go, we have a nice missile. We want to blow it up on you. And you go, that'll be good. Let's give me a dozen of them. Things like that. And then they have small arms. They got all kinds of stuff. They got a special ink pen. Looks like a Bic pen. You point it at somebody, and you just go, goong, and a little dart comes out, goes, goong, and they go, You ever see that? That was acting, wasn't it? You ever see that? That's acting. That's why I should get an Academy Award and a star on the Hollywood Boulevard Walk of Fame. This is Hughes Coxworth. We honor Hughes Coxworth today because he's a great newsman for over 47 years, and he occasionally zips his fly all the way, and he knows how to show up somewhere. If somebody says, hey, do you know you have to be somewhere today? Do you know? Huh? Go, wake up, have your coffee, and please don't put whiskey in it again. People are always telling me what to do. My golly. That's why my wife and I broke up. She was always telling me what to do. I was always telling her what to do and how to do it. It's awful. We somehow got together for about 40 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt this broadcast. There's been a gas leak in the vicinity of Rockaway Beach, New York. It's caused a lot of commotion and emotion. Several people have passed out. Several people have left the area in utter disgust. This was one of the worst, gas leak things that ever did happen. It's been ever since the sewer overflooded right after Sandy. Remember Sandy? Sandy, what was it? It was a tsunami. It hit Rockaway Beach, New York, years ago. Everything, and there was all kinds of bicycles and shit and everything like that. There was even a woman named Gold who was thrown out of her apartment by the tsunami. And afterwards, there were all these miners from Arizona that came here looking for gold because they heard gold was missing, but the gold was around there somewhere. Yeah. What? You didn't know that? All right. Anyway, what the hell? You had to be there. It's one of those things. You had to be there. Okay. You don't have to be there, but to get you understand what I'm talking. Okay. Well, I'm funnier than a lot of other them people on the regular network television. Dumbass.